Hello everyone, this is the Book Corner. Welcome back to my little corner of the universe. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about another book ban, and that is here in Kentucky. There's other things that go with it as well. Andy Beshear, or Governor Beshear, did not sign it into law. He actually just basically ignored it. And Republicans, of course, are saying that he took the coward way out by not protecting families. He knows the book ban is unconstitutional. He knows it's a violation of the First Amendment, and he didn't want to be known as the governor that basically did that. So that is his right as a governor to say, I do not support this bill, and therefore I am not going to sign it. So yeah. So as much as I really wish he had vetoed it, I do understand where he comes from. He would have been overridden, and it still would have become law. So I understand where he's coming from in that retrospect. So there's a lot of stuff in the bill. I do not remember the bill's number. I should have got that before I did this video. But I will tell you there's a lot of stuff in it, and one of the most important, which is very much connected to what my channel is about, which is about reading and books and all that type of stuff. Basically what it basically does is it primarily targets public school libraries, which has always been the target of all of these book bans, has been public school libraries. Every once in a while you will have one that will go into the public libraries, but as far as I know of, those particular areas are pretty much you don't really get a lot of them because they're not into infringing adults' rights, because adults have First Amendment rights and children do not, and that's why you have these book bans that target mainly target school libraries and not public libraries, though that could change at any moment. So why is it that they're targeting school libraries and all that? And it's because, and this is something that I theorize, this is not something that comes out of my ass, oh, it's a conspiracy theory, all this bullshit. It is because parents do not view children as having constitutional First Amendment protection or First Amendment rights. Their view is we have the right to dictate and to tell you what you can and cannot read, and this goes with this belief that parents' main objective or main job in raising children is to ensure that they grow up to be well-respected, law-abiding citizens. This does also include the belief that as parents we have the rights and children do not. It takes a child to be emancipated from their parents before they gain those rights. So basically what they do is they go and take these books away from children on the basis that they do not have the constitutional right to challenge this. They do not have the right to be upset about this. They're supposed to lay down and accept it like little mules. And this is actually false. Children do have First Amendment rights. They do have First Amendment protections. For example, is time and time again, lawyers have successfully argued in court that high school students and when it pops up, elementary school children do have the freedom of religion. This means that they have First Amendment rights, because you can't just say they have freedom of religion and they don't have freedom of press or freedom of speech. You have teenagers that walk out of their schools exercising their First Amendment rights. So yes, children do have First Amendment rights. It is adults that say they don't, and that we're going to do these policies because they are not old enough to understand what we're trying to do, or they're not old enough to make these decisions about what books that they can and cannot read, so we're going to make the decision for them. That's why you have Moms for Liberty. Oh, the best person is the mother. Well, what about mothers that don't want anything to do with you? What about them? Do they not have the same knowledge that books are, this certain book is good or this certain book is bad? So you do have that belief that parents know, but on another side of it, parents don't know. So that's what Moms for Liberty does, is they go and say, well, moms know, moms are the best person, but then on the other end, moms don't know. Moms are not the best people for their best parent for their children, or the best advocate for their children. So really it's, if you're on our side, then you know what's best for your kids. If you're an adult mother and you don't support us, you don't know what's best for your kids. So it's they come out on two, they speak out of their both ends of their mouth. But 40 some years ago, the Supreme Court made the decision. It wasn't, I read it, and it stated quite plainly that children's constitutional right to read, which is protected by the First Amendment, does not end at the gates of the schoolhouse. I heard that saying. I mentioned this before in one of my other videos. I heard that saying years ago, and I didn't know where that came from. But yeah, so it literally is this belief that children do not have constitutional rights, even though they do. Even though you see, teenagers under the age of 18 protesting, they're exercising their First Amendment rights. So I just wanted to get on here and just mention that. On a much more pleasant note, the 2 of the 6 books that I have in my little mini pile, I did find on Libby, so I did check those books out, and I do have a hold on one of the books, so I probably will just go ahead and get the Kindle edition of that book so that I can read it while I'm at work. So I will be seeing you guys around, and until next time, keep reading.